I have come to realize that generational pattern, eh? When you talk about generational pattern, in those days when I was naive, I never knew the cause of generational pattern. But now I am now wiser. I am now wiser, but I won't say, yes, I am now wiser to know that generational pattern is when you know a pattern, when a pattern keep repeating itself, when it keeps repeating itself, when let's say for instance now your father took a step and ended up the way it is today. He ended up poor, or your mother took a step and she ended up poor. So you as a person now, you as a person, you're taking the same steps. Do you know that what happens to your father or what happens to your mother will definitely happen to you? So that is what generational pattern is. So that is when we now begin to, when it happen like that, we now begin to like, hey, we now begin to start praying, praying, oh, I break every generational curses, I break every generational pattern. See, let me tell you, when you don't take the right decision, when you repeat the same thing that your father did, you will end up the way your father ended up. When you repeat the same thing your mother did, you will end up the way your mother ended up. You understand? So now, for you not to end up the way your father ended up or your mother ended up, you have to be cautious in your decision making. You have to weigh your options. You have to set your priorities right. Know what is important to you and know what is not important. The fact that people are doing it doesn't mean you should do it as a person. You don't compare yourself to other people that you want to please them. You don't have any business with that. For a girl now who comes from a poor home, what business do you have wearing wig off? That the wig some ladies wear is enough to buy a plot of land somewhere or half plot of land somewhere. You know, the life that they live now, the life that you live now, eh? A lot of people are living life. The life they are living now will definitely affect their old age. A lot of guys or a lot of ladies will end up being poor. Why? Because they spend money on things that are not relevant. They spend capital. They spend capital. They are spenders. The little money that comes to them, they want to spend. And no matter how little the money is, it can actually do something. It can make your life better. But no, they see that, oh, it's too small. This money can't do anything. They blow it. So why won't they end up poor? You end up poor. But if you say, okay, my mother ended up like this, I don't want to, or my father ended up like this, I don't want to end up like this, you are now begin to take, conscious steps to say, okay, I don't want to end up the way my father ended up. Let me begin to invest in myself. Let me begin to invest in my future. Let me begin to work hard to make sure that my future is good. So along the line, I won't say that you will not make mistake. You will make mistake, but when you make that mistake, you stand up and you continue the race. For a guy, for a guy now who come from a poor home, you don't have any business dating women. Some of you think some guy were like, oh, I'm enjoying my life and dating. I am in fact I am doing I am a Maradona. I am Maradona. I know how to get these women. I will use them and dump them. You are not doing the women. In fact, you are not doing the women. Now yourself, now you do. Because by the time you have multiple women you are dating, Remember, you will give them money for week. You will give them money for clothes. You give them money for to beautify themselves. Some of them, you want to take care of their family. Now tell me, how do you want to be stable? How do you want to be stable? And that is what is affecting a lot of guys today. That is what is affecting a lot of guys today. So now tell me, I say nothing wrong in all this money you're giving to all these women. If you put it into your future, that okay, even if you don't want to use it to start business, just put it as a saving somewhere, or save it somewhere for your future. And save it somewhere for your future. And you're not like, you think you're enjoying yourself now. You are really, in fact, you think you're enjoying yourself. You think you're so wise, lying to all these ladies. And they come, you say yes, you are wise, you know how to, like, do your Maradona stuff. And you think you are doing that. You are not doing that, you are doing yourself. And that's because when that time comes, there's this song I used to sing. I say, they know the third person. They know the third person. They know the third person. When that time comes, you find cry, you no go see cry. But when you now sit down to say how much you have wasted, there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong for you to say, okay, let me just stay and make my life better. And when I'm better, I pick a woman, just one, and we live our life together, and I build myself, and I made the life of my children. Okay. Some of you will say, because my papa not do anything for me, I no go do anything for my children, and you want to eat the fruit of your labor. Tell me, which labor do you want to eat? Which fruit do you want to eat? Some of you will say, my papa no send me go school, so waiting, I no go send my children go school. You are doing yourself, because you will end up the way your father ended up. I will not take care of my children. I will not be involved in my children's life because my father not do anything for me. So why should I care for any child? And you think you will not end up the way your father ended up. And you as a lady as well. You as a lady, all this money you think you're enjoying right now, a time will come that you will need it. Nobody will give you. You will sit down, you'll be crying. How can you carry a plot of head for head to say they do fashion? What I realize that if you watch all these women, that they are multi-millionaires, they know they show. They are simple. They live simple life. But you see those ones where you no get, and then they show. They think who you they impress. There is nothing wrong for you as a girl, as a lady now. Start planning for yourself. As the money is coming in now, you are investing it into something. As the money is coming in now, you're looking for something to invest the money in for your future. So you will not end up the way your mother too ended. That is just how I say it. Some of you make hair, some of you are making hair every week. The money you use in making hair every week, that you use attachment, you throw it away, you plate attachment, you throw it away, and you do hair, fine hair, and all of this, is money. That money is enough to do something for yourself for the future. So when you come reach future now, you can't beg for one family members to another. If they don't come give you can't call them and say that they are wicked. Now you work the money for their pockets. You work the money for their pocket when you want to go collect them. Now is the time for you to plan your life. Now is the time for you to plan your life. You don't want plan them because you are living a competitive life. You won't show and they pity you. When the time comes, you go cry. You go find cry, you know, go see. They know they tell you, wait, just wait, make that time come. It's just a matter of time. Just the way, continue, no stop, just continue. Just continue it. Continue. They look and say, who is talking? Now one slim girl say she's slim. What is her business? No worry. You go wish. When you wish, nobody will tell you. Nobody will tell you. Now so it be.